Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. From Rolling with Remix. Long ago, the land of Irion was a land of plenty, and many wanted to lay claim to its riches. When those who lived in Irion could no longer agree on who held what, civil war broke out across the entire realm, until the kobolds, in desperation to keep their kingdom afloat, summoned the dark and terrible Dragotha. The great dragon cared not for the alliances constantly made and broken across Irion, and razed many of its great cities to the ground, until a last desperate alliance finally slew the titanic worm. With no one in any shape to continue the fight, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. But tensions were still on the rise. 30 years later, a ragtag group of adventurers, who met at a harvest festival and joined forces to look for the missing mentor of one of their band, were hired by a mysterious old man to travel to the great city-states of Irion and perform acts of heroism that those in power would not approve of. But those same acts served to heighten tensions across the land, and the old man, secretly a scheming mind flayer, revealed that once more Irion had fallen into a great civil war. Now, with militaries and dark powers on the rise, our heroes gather their forces in hopes of saving what they can before Irion once more falls into ruin. Momo, the Aarakocra cleric.
You're my friend. You're my family. And I'll protect you at all costs.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
I won't stand idle. Not while people's lives are at stake.
Oh, this should be fun.
Quintessa, the human fighter.
You shouldn't be surprised. Everyone is out for themselves in the end.
And Scam Likely, the goblin artificer.
There are three constants: death, taxes, and my ability to dodge both.
Unprepared though they might be, our heroes find themselves at the front lines of a great battle to save the fallen empires. Last time on Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. As Malifane and Quintessa remembered what they knew about elven criminal justice systems, Malifane reasoned that the only possible way they could survive would be to make a deal with the elves and retrieve Ravenala from the Astral Sea. Meanwhile, Momo, Scam, and Corellian went into Ashranalora, still disguised as gnomes, to get some intel on the city, to see what their best plan was for breaking into and out of both Lord Ebernon's home and the elven prison. Unfortunately, Ashranalora was well fortified after the attack from the Oread, as the nobles were gathering soldiers from anywhere they could to defend against further attacks, including, rumors said, from kobolds that were spotted in the area. And, when too many questions were asked about the prison, a clockwork mechanism activated, raising it 50 feet off the ground. Reconvening, Scam made his case that they should just abandon Malifane and Quintessa to their fates, but Corellian and Momo said that they would need all the help they could get, and in turn questioned why Scam was still around. After much debate as to why everyone kept fighting, Scam addressed the tavern keeper who came to check on them, unfortunately lying about why the argument got heated, and dispelling the Fey woman's charm. With one disguise down, our heroes decided to hunker down for the night, Scam inside the bag of holding, and wait to see what tomorrow would bring. Meanwhile, Malifane and Quintessa underwent a torture session led by Umarayak, the hornet-controlling member of the Shi-Sin Thay, but managed to get through to her companion, Solana, and say that they were the best chance of going to find Ravenala in the Astral Sea. That night, apparently the Shi-Sin Thay accepted the deal, arriving back at the prison, putting Malifane and Quintessa into a bag of holding, and tearing it open, dumping them into the endless silver seas of the astral plane. As they tried to get their bearings, they were picked up by a ship sailing the silver starry waters, a ship run by Githyanki pirates. What do the pirates have in mind for Malifane and Quintessa? Will they be able to rescue Ravenala? And will the party actually reunite at any point soon? Find out on tonight's episode of Rolling with Remix, Fallen Empires. Hello and welcome to Fallen Empires, where everything just gets an increasing amount of fine. I am your Dungeon Master, Alex, and with me as always is my lovely casting crew of players. We have Atwis.
Town flavored. Tips frosted.
We have Jojo.
Everything is gonna be okay.
We have Queen.
Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office or have him expelled!
And we have Xander.
Dungeons and diners and dragons and divins and dives. I messed it up, but I'm going to keep going.
Okay. We will have Scott. Scheduling is fun. But, in the meantime, when last we left our heroes, Malifane and Quintessa made a deal to go into the Astral Sea and look for and hopefully retrieve Ravanala, so that they would no longer be prisoners/tortured victims of the elves. So, now that they are in the Astral Sea and captured by Githyanki pirates, we will obviously go over to the International Aura. It is morning in Ashran Alora. Momo, Scam, and Corellian have all gotten a good night's sleep and are starting to wake up.
Immediately, Momo remembers to check on Malifane and Contessa.
The Night Terrors.
So after rubbing his eyes and splashing his face with water, he's going to cast Sending to try and get a hold of Malifane. You can pull up the spell real quick.
You're a bit quiet, by the way.
Whoops, I'll fix that.
Speak to us.
How's that?
We'll see.
Better.
It's better.
Boy. Okay. Yeah, no wonder it's freaking quiet. Jesus. Alright, how's that? Better?
That's better.
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Mm.
Awesome. Okay, so he's gonna cast Sending, and he's gonna say, Malifane, it's Momo. How is everything? Are you two alright?
Since Scott's not here, and I would know how it's going, I'm just gonna answer for him. Immediately you get a response.
Not to be the rules lawyer, but technically, JoJo has to roll a D100 right now.
Not necessarily JoJo.
Fair.
Oh,
Yep.
bugger.
There is a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive because on another plane, if I rolled 5 or less, it would have just fizzled out and you would have gotten a, our line is busy. Please hang up and try again.
That was pretty close.
Damn.
Alright. So pretty quickly, you hear back, bad. Went to the Astral Sea to get Ravanala. Captured by pirates.
Momo's face just goes
Yeah,
from
good morning,
inquisitive.
everybody. Hey,
You-
I got a good vibe about today. I think everything's gonna go swell.
Momo has a look of just imagine if you could see his skin, his face would be white.
Does he do that owl thing where the feathers start to bush outward slowly?
Oh, of course.
Momo, are you about to explode?
Momo, did you get a response? What is it? What's wrong?
I got a response.
Oh, that's good. It means he's
Okay.
not dead.
Yeah, that's good. Progress. Are they injured? Have they been tortured or something like that? Is he complaining that they're not feeding him fucking apples or something?
You got the Astral Sea.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat that?
They're in the Astral Sea!
Excuse me?
Sorry, I think I'm waking up from the night terror
Captured by
still.
pirates!
Before or after the astral? Presumably after, I guess, but...
Astral Sea! He went to save Rob!
Oh my god. Tara.
Oh, they did.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
They did. I mean, that's what, that must have been what Malifane meant by talking their way out of prison.
Okay, calm down. Momo, calm down.
I just need to sit down.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sit down. I don't know, does this help? and like Scam like not hard, just like baps Mamo on the side of the face, like get a hold of yourself. Whap, 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 whap. Does that help? You feel better?
Just pet me and tell me everything's gonna be okay. Please.
I feel somewhat uncomfortable, but okay, fine. There. It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Very good at this.
Okay.
Momo, you're very soft. I'm just gonna wow, damn. All right, can you send me a fucking feather regimen? Because I think I have a marketing for this. And sorry, not time, not the place, not the place. Okay. Later. Good news and bad news. All right, let's address the good news and the bad news. Which one do you guys want to hear first?
Good news.
Is there really good news?
Sure.
Good news is that they're both alive and
Well, no.
responded.
I wouldn't call that good news. I'm talking about the good news of what we can do now. So the good news of what we can do now is we do have within our immediately accessible vicinity a means of getting to the astral plane. Bad news is it'll be entirely random where in the astral plane we end up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He like slowly puts his head in his hands, just.
So I have to say, just for the record, I think we should state this in official capacity. Presuming that Quintessa and Malifane went to the Astral Sea within the last 8 to 12 hours, somewhere in that ballpark, that means it took them less than a day to get captured by pirates. This feels extremely on brand for them, and I have to say, I think it is useful that they not be alone because they will most certainly die by themselves. As much as I don't like them.
Wait,
Space
are you
pirates,
saying
come
that
on,
we
space-
should go after them?
Space pirates, Momo. Space pirates. This is a whole new market that opens up to me.
That's a yes.
But yeah, I think maybe we were planning on busting them out anyway. I mean, or doing something. I mean, like...
Honestly, in some fucked up way, it's probably easier than busting them out of jail here.
I mean, okay, pro cons, you know? Pros, they're gone. Pros, they don't age in the astral sea, so, like, you know, if they we could leave them there for as long as possible, as long as they're still alive. Time will completely pass them by, so they'll still be just as fine. They don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep, or maybe they do need to sleep. I know they don't need to eat. Stasis plane, okay, stasis plane. So they're good there. Cons, they're probably being sold into slavery, by space pirates, or they're being killed. Yeah, we'll get to that. Cons. That's it. That's the only con I can think of this situation.
Alright, do you know if there is any way to get to specific places in the Astral Sea?
Yeah! None of which are available to me.
Right.
I don't have the capabilities of shifting across the planes, and I don't know anybody who either owes me that much in order to do that or has the capabilities to do said thing. But, listen, my knowledge of the planes is a little shaky at best. I believe that the Astral Sea, there could be worse planes to end up in. You know? There are definitely worse planes to end up in. Bad news is the Astral Sea connects all of them, so you could maybe just fall into one of them by accident. So unless anyone feels like taking a day trip to the Nine Hells or the Abyss, boy, we're in for a time. I mean, listen, you know my feelings about this situation. That said, I am nothing but pragmatic, and I think that if we are going to go and rescue these two, then as random as it is, the best bet is probably going to be being ejected there and figuring out a better plan once we've oriented our place in the Astral Sea.
Is there even a way to orient oneself in the Astral Sea?
Oh, I mean... like, presumably. I mean, I've never been. I've done some, like, light reading. And Malifane took the fucking map, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it was Malapay's map, so...
Damn, shit. Well, no, I mean, from what I remember seeing about the Astral Sea, there are places in it, like, things exist there. So, I mean, like, I'd say step one, they're captured by fucking astral pirates. Great. We find out where astral pirates may congregate. First lead, we operate off of that. Or maybe by some extremely cosmic circumstance, we meet the exact same space pirates in a truly fascinating amount of time.
Well,
Wait.
Hmm.
Wait. I think I might have a spell that can help us.
Oh.
What spell is that?
Plana Ally. Helena. No.
I mean, what's the spell do?
Let me get it. You beseech an otherworldly entity for aid. The being must be known to you, a god, a primordial, a demon
well, there
prince,
you go.
or some other being of cosmic power.
What can they do? What can this person do?
You can ask the creature to perform a service in exchange for payment, but it isn't obligated to.
Oh. I mean, we don't know any entities native to the Astral Sea, do we?
I believe so.
No. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll be very helpful unless... Wait a second. Unless we were there... You said they can perform a service for us?
In exchange for payment.
Like what kind of payment? Like hard cash or like souls?
I'm not sure.
I guess it depends. I mean, maybe that's something we could do when we're there to see if we can, like, I don't know, hitch a ride on an angel or something, you know?
How long's it been since you've last used your amulet, Momo?
I don't remember. Alex, do you remember?
Long enough that Sirenita can be summoned again.
Long enough that I can use it again.
That's good. That's definitely it's definitely something. I don't know if we should wait to use that until we are in the Astral Sea, or probably on. But it's something.
Yeah, I think my hesitation with doing anything before is that if we summon them and it's like, oh, sorry, I can't do anything about getting you guys to the Astral Sea. I'm like, well, we wasted the use of that, and now we're not going to be able to use that in the Astral Sea.
So, I guess we're all just going to hitch a ride in your bag of holding or something?
Yeah, that's basically the gist. Hey, Corellian, how much do you weigh?
With or without the armor?
You're collectively.
With armor, probably around 80, 85 pounds.
Okay. Mom, how much do you weigh?
About, 40 pounds?
Okay. No, that's great. So the three of us can all fit in the bag of holding. This thing's got like a capacity of like 500 pounds. But yeah, if we all hop into the bag of holding, and then we, one of us is going to have to do something with the bag of holding. Okay, well...
I mean, couldn't you get Jabidi to slice it open?
I was about to say, Jabidi, who has now been turned back into normal sackcloth ragdoll money elemental. All right, Jabidi, gonna take one for the team here. I'm gonna need you to, once all three of us are in this bag of holding, you're gonna have to destroy it and immediately destroy yourself so no one finds evidence of your existence.
Wow.
Jabidi holds up a knife.
Yes. Good job.
What a loyal friend.
He's a construct that does whatever I tell him. I mean, but yeah, sure, loyal.
Before we do this, was there anything else that you needed to do?
I could finish preparing my spells for the day.
That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, now that we know that we're going to the astral plane, I will probably help to prepare some things that'll be useful for that. I'll be down Jabidi when we're in there, and the bag of holding, so I would like us, if at all possible, to at least find some kind of sanctuary, if however brief, in the Astral Sea, where we can take a day to just get everything set up and fully plan out our next move. I would like, obviously, we should do this as quickly as possible, but I'll be down 2 of my infusions, and I would hate to have to be without some useful things.
Quick question, actually. Not sure if you would know or not, but does time pass the same way?
Time passes there, except it doesn't. Like, obviously you have a perception of time, but, like, there's no, like, day-night, you don't age. It's a plane of stasis, basically,
But 24 hours...
would be hours of,
would still be the same here.
I think the time maps 1-to-1. I could be wrong, but I believe it does.
You can make an Arcana check to figure it out.
I would love to.
I can give him advantage if you need it.
It's a 27, I don't.
27. For relative time, it is 1-to-1 passage as far as you know. But because time does not pass and it is a realm of stasis, short rests and long rests do not allow for natural healing, because technically the time you would be taking the healing isn't passing. Magical healing works fine, getting back spell slots works fine, but long rests and short rests will not heal you in the astral plane.
Okay. Fuck.
So, just mechanically, that means we would not be able to use, like, hit dice?
That is correct.
Okay.
Well, okay. So, with that in mind, I'm definitely gonna get some of my healing spells prepared.
I always have my healing spells prepared.
So if we don't get the benefits of short rest, then there's no need in me preparing catnap. So that's all fine and good. Okay, well, I'll work on this. Oh boy. Okay.
Feels like we're gonna die, but we're not.
No, it kind of does.
Don't we walk into everything feeling like we're gonna die?
Yeah, honestly, you're right. It's sort of a fatalistic cloud that follows us from place to place at this.
Yeah.
One can't help but wonder if we are going to make it back or not.
We've been to Dragatha's lair. We'll probably be fine. This is just a new adventure, a new notch on the belt. Hey, listen, we're real adventurers now. We're traveling across plains. I mean, like, hey, we got a merit badge, I'm sure. Big old fucking pat on the back, and we've made it. Yeah. Fuck, I'm just trying to be enthusiastic about going to a different plane, okay?
No, yeah, of course. This is preferable to last night, so that's good at least. I don't think I have anything in particular I need to do. Well, I mean, I would, but I need something to. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Okay. Well, alright, so I think I'm also pretty good to go, too. All things considered, I feel like we're gonna be doing pretty alright. Alright, I've never been to the Astral Sea before, but there's new, actually, this reminds me of an old business of mine, Scam Ventures. It was not long-lasting at all.
Right, so let's get into the bag of holding.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, Jabidi, listen to my words very carefully. We're gonna get in the bag of holding, and then we are going to close the flap, and then immediately, as soon as... Actually, no. Count to 3, stab the bag. Okay? And then throw the bag in the fireplace, and then yourself in the fireplace. You got it, Jabidi?
Jabidi holds up a knife.
Excellent. That's my boy. Alright. Momo, Corellian, after you.
Alright. Corellian will be the first one to get in the bag of holding.
Yep, be careful in there. Don't stir up too much things. There's explosive and volatile things stored in that
what
bag.
What the fuck is... No, I don't really want to know. Never mind.
All right, Momo, after you.
He feels like he can't move. Like, I can't.
Wait, Momo. You got a little thing on your breastplate. I pointed at his chest.
What?
I shove him into the bag of holding. All right, I shimmy up, and then I'm going to dive into the bag of holding and close the flap behind me.
All right.
Wow, what a turd.
You are surrounded by blackness and all the floating objects that were kept inside the bag of holding. 3 seconds pass. And then the world just kind of collapses and then refolds around you as you find yourself spinning into and then floating in the middle of this vast silver sea of clouds and stardust in the astral plane.
I don't know why I'm imagining the scene from Thor Ragnarok when he's going in the chair and all the fucking stars are zipping by him and he's screaming.
All right, and now that you're here, we're gonna go shift wibbly wobbly timey wimey a little bit onto the Githyanki ship as they hoist Malifane and Quintessa aboard. Several of the Githyanki immediately just hold out their hands, and some of the more loose items on your person, anything that's not held down in a pouch, which they do try to pull off your body, just kind of float over towards the Githyanki as they start inspecting everything you have. And the one that addressed you in the common tongue just paces around, looking up and down your body, circling you. Fine form, rich man. Clearly not any of the idol rich, yes?
Rich is an interesting term.
Your pouches overflow with platinum and gold. Would you not define that as rich? And if so, where would you consider your rich friends to be hanging out, yes?
I don't have rich friends.
Good. Then no one is going to miss you. I like that.
Oh, no. Here's the thing, sir? I suppose? Yeah, sir. Here's... What?
He is, in fact, a sir. He just grins at you as you address him like that.
Alright. Well, yes, sir. People will miss me. I'm very well respected. My works are very well liked, and I'm pretty sure people will be looking for me if I get lost.
Make a deception check.
Oh, I thought I could get away with that. I would make a deception check, but unfortunately my thing is being very slow, as usual.
I can do it for you if you like.
No, it's loading. It's cool. Quintessa just moves slowly to roll the dice. Totally not stalling for time.
Yeah. There are people who would miss me.
Well, there really is difference between the two planes.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself the Quintessa.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah.
So, deception. 2 seconds. Oh, I've only got +1. Character sheet, can you fucking just let me click? Oh, I still have exhaustion. That's fun. Does that count here?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, people miss them or not. There we go.
Well,
For fuck's sake.
well, for what it's worth, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Shush.
Well, looks like we got the one person who would miss you right by you, so that works out. You must be so pleased.
Oh, crap. No. Funnily enough, no, I'm not. So, what do you want?
Yeah, we don't exactly know anything about you.
Yeah, well, consider yourselves honored, primitives. You and all of your cargo are now property of the majestic Githyanki.
Says who?
Says the Githyanki.
Before you progress any further, Has I know that Malphane has never himself researched any thing about the Githyanki, but is it possible he has heard stories from anywhere about them, or...
Make a history check.
Okay.
I'm making an astral.
How did I not roll? Okay, whatever. I'm rolling again, I guess. Well, 15 is fine.
15. Alright. You've heard tales of the Githyanki. A lot of them come from, like, adventure novels, tales of swashbucklers from all around, because they make fantastic swashbuckling stories swashbuckling villains, rather, in those fictional stories, being space pirates that appear from another plane, attack from above, raid villages, leaving them with basically nothing, and then disappear, ready to do it all again sometime later. Githyanki are bad dudes.
Cool. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Okay.
So, is this how legalities work in the Astral Sea? You just go gallivanting and just make up the rules?
Make up the rules? You act as if you have any right to make up your own rules. This is our home, girl. And obviously, as we are the superior species, inferior primitives have no say as to what the rules are.
Well, tough, because I'm saying things.
We can fix that. He turns to another Githyanki, gestures, Cut out her tongue!
Fucking hell!
Hold on, let's not get too hasty. How exactly did we get here in the first place?
Sorry, double checking, how did you get here in the first place? You asked, yes?
Just the general, yeah.
We live here.
And?
There's got to be more of a story to it than that.
Why should we share that with you?
I mean, can the prisoner be curious?
They can. If they want their tongue cut out as well.
Can't blame a guy for trying.
So, what do you want then?
Well, first obviously we're going to do some evaluation as to what your skills are. At which point we decide where you go to work, or should you be, not what we require, sell you off to the highest bidder. I hear that the Great Conflagration Auction House is... I believe it's the Conflagration Auction House. I'm going to have to double check the name, but for now it's the Great Conflagration Auction House is paying a high price for slaves these days.
Oh, really? Alright, what type of slavery?
Again, that depends. What are your talents, Primitive?
I tell stories. I write stories.
Ah, excellent. The Marid pay high price for writers.
Oh, good.
I'm the son of a sellsword. I don't know, I fight, I guess. I guess I'm also a little bit knowledgeable of people and places.
Unfortunate. I'm sure Acheron might have use for you, but that's a hard maybe.
And who exactly is this Acheron?
Acheron is the plane of eternal fighting. Surely you would be at home there, sellsword.
I think there might be more fitting things. You see,
What you think is irrelevant to me, writer?
No, I'm just trying to help your case here. You see, he has the blood of a drow. There's a very high value for this in the material plane, you see.
Is that really necessary to bring up right now?
Yes, shush.
I'm just gonna go ahead and have this guy make an insight check, because, he considers all races inferior, and he doesn't know for sure if Drow are valuable in the material plane.
Can't believe your wife literally just sold you out like that.
Yeah. Not wife yet.
Not yet.
Wife.
Well, these dark dwellers that you call Drow, they occasionally show up in the plains from time to time, sailing the seas in search of portals. We shall ask and verify the story. In the meantime,
I hope you can breathe water just fine.
Wait,
Yeah.
cut out. Wait, stop.
Oh, shit!
Can you repeat what you said one more time?
Alright. Well, Drow occasionally sail these astral seas. If we run into one, we shall be sure to check the veracity of your worth.
Wow!
I am lost as to why there's freaking out happening.
Yeah, me too.
I'm lost.
I need a minute to recover.
Oh my god!
Why are we freaking out?
The fact that Malaphane's father sunk into a sea?
Well, like the material plane.
The
sea.
material
Yeah,
plane
but
sea.
it's portals, so it could be somewhere anywhere.
Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows? All right.
Can't believe Mal's dad's gonna show up on a fucking ship.
Alright. So in the meantime.
So,
I've seen them before.
I have. They have been of far more worth than you, enough that we could just let them go so they could get us further slaves. You, rich man, holding up one of the pouches full of money. This is your worth in my hands now. Thank you so much for your generous contribution.
That's his tongue for your welcome.
No, it's his tongue for him. I can understand his tongue, you see, using my superior mental powers.
She visibly rolls her eyes at that.
Listen, this is excellent conversation and all, but we really should be going. We have
Going? He's a joking man! And the rest of the Githyanki laugh with the one talking to you. Your wants are of no value to me, primitive. Wherever you are going does not matter now. You came into our home. You are now our property to do with as you see fit. Am I clear?
Yes, Malaphane, don't be so rude.
You're right, silly me.
Silly.
How dare you
silly
cannot
you.
appreciate the hospitalities of these adoring Githyanki. Thank you, Githyanki. I'm sure that when I will be enslaved, I will gladly put you down in my writings as the honourable kidnappers that you are. I appreciate it. You are so kind.
Yes, clearly they have the compassion and understanding to, withhold us from the space where we must rescue an elf in order to get back home and, destroy the likes of, some
the
Githyanki
Githyanki gestures towards his fellows as Malaphane starts mouthing off. One of them walks over to Malaphane, punches him right in the gut.
Oh.
Too much.
There's a limit, babe.
Right.
You are testing my patience. Be careful that you do not destroy what little goodwill remains of my hospitality. Yes?
Oh, trust. It's almost as if you're testing ours, but yes, I'll bite. All right.
Throw them into the brig. And four Githyanki grab the both of you by the shoulders and start dragging you through the hallways of their metallic ship. As you go through, you notice that it's fairly tall, deck-wise, all things considered. Multiple levels, each like about 15 feet vertically separated from each other, as the Githyanki just float around, talking to each other in Gith, which none of you speak, because that's not an option to learn. As a player. And eventually...
Malphine mutters under his breath to Quintessa, I'm getting the strangest sense of deja vu.
And eventually, they get into a room filled with all sorts of crates, push you up against a wall, and then pull out some chains, slam them into the wall, and just kind of hold them there using telekinetic powers.
Oh.
Now you get it.
What do you mean, what if I get it?
This is the deja vu. Jail! Jail, Amy. Jail.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
God, of course I get it. I'm not fucking stupid. But yeah. I'm going to jail!
I'm going to jail!
You're now in jail!
We're in jail!
We're in jail!
Jail! We just start chanting jail! We act like psychos, maybe they'll get rid of us. That was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So, we seem to have a habit of this.
Not exactly the date that I had in mind.
Well, there's my writing career in the Astral Sea at least ruined. But never mind. We can make the most of it.
Such as?
We can maybe cry a bit. This is a bit bollocks, isn't it?
You know, someone mentioned to me, and I legitimately don't remember who out of character, but you know, someone mentioned to me at one point that, well, I think I told you this story actually.
Mm-hmm.
You remember what they mentioned about my father, right?
Vaguely.
It's entirely coincidental, but I can't help but wonder if maybe there's a possibility that he floated through here at one point.
You think so?
It's definitely coincidental. I couldn't tell you.
Have you tried contacting your father?
I did at one point. I tried contacting him through this surge of chaotic energy when an eagle or something came through, but it never came back. Wouldn't you know it? That's just been my luck. Our luck. He kind of just starts twiddling it. Well, he kind of just starts tapping the... Well, wait, no, his hands are cuffed. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gone, is he?
I hope not. He's smarter than this. He would have had something prepared, right? Right? I hope so.
You see her face sort of drop.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's valid, it's just... Malafane, I didn't want to say anything, but I'm really scared for him.
Yeah, me too. It's tough losing both family members practically at the same time. If it weren't for you guys, I feel like I would be practically alone right now. So I don't really know what to do.
When have we ever known what to do?
You're not wrong.
Hey, Malafane. I've told you before. Nobody begins a story having it all planned out.
You come up with that one yourself?
Yes? But... we'll find him.
You know, you always did appreciate you. You both were very like-minded.
Well, yes, that's why I liked it. Just kind of like... Are you sat down or you stood up?
I think at this point he kind of just slouches.
Yeah, she'll like slouch next to you and just like kind of rest her head on your shoulder.
We'll get out of this somehow.
Yeah, well, if we do become slaves, I don't know. Something about the Astral Sea might be fun.
It'll certainly be a new adventure.
Meanwhile, Corellian, Momo, and Scam float in the middle of the Astral Sea.
I assume all of the items from my bag of holding popped out around us, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I think it doesn't take Scam very long to realize that he can move by using thoughts. So he's just kind
What's
of
his
floating around.
intelligence?
+3. Sorry, +4 now. It's +4.
Yeah, it'd take him a reasonably short time to figure that out, just for the sake of not having to go through all those skill checks.
Yeah. It's +4 is like... Scam is very one-track mind. He's like, oh, I want to go over there. Whoop. I moved. Nice. I mix around with it. And I'll share the information like, okay. I think we can move by thinking about moving. Give it a try, you two.
Sure, fine, makes sense.
Like, grabbing, like, going over to Corellian, and he starts, like, slowly, like, maybe, like, uses his wings to, like, push himself to no avail. He's like, wings no working!
Just think about it.
Think about it. Think about moving.
And he does, and he goes over to Corellian.
See, there you go. Krellian sort of, like, grabs Momo's hand and sort of anchors him a little.
Scam sees the fucking Mortis Memorial, like, flower pot drifting on. He goes, nope, float over there and grab it real quick. Got it. I don't have a bag of holding anymore, so we're just gonna have to hold on to these things in our individual packs until I can do some more infusions. What do we see around us, Alex?
You see an seemingly endless stretch of silver, like, floating around like water sometimes like gas. It is vast, and it is empty.
Okay. Up is down, west is east, north is left. Crazy stuff. Okay, so... either we can just pick a direction and start going until we find something, or, Momo, do you have any means of, like... I don't know... Can you do that funky, like, spell where you ask a god a question? Did you prepare that and we can be like, hey, or some kind of divination that can give us a good direction to start heading in, or did you prepare anything like that?
What was it called?
I could use, let me see. I think I have Legend, Lore, and Commune. Legend Lore will help us find a location.
Yeah, honestly, because Commune is yes or no questions, right? And it's only like 3, so let's use Legend Lore to see if we can figure out the fastest way to getting towards Malafane and Quintessa. Or...
It'll take a little while, but,
we have nothing but time here.
Good point. Okay. Alright. He's gonna... It takes 10 minutes to cast, so he's gonna cast Legend Lore to find Malafane and Quintessa.
Alright. So that is 250 gold of incense burned. So, the spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore of the thing you named. Oh no. So, would Malafane be of legendary importance?
Hold on. Well, I mean, it is anything, isn't it? It's, it is, it says, it's not of legendary importance.
If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information.
If the question, actually, hold on. If the question is, if the proposed thing wasn't about Malafane himself, but where can they find Malafane? Because they did say where. That's technically a place, and the place could be of legendary significance. I argue in vain.
I mean, if not, you know.
If not, yeah.
No. Unfortunate.
Rough. Okay. Alright, plan B. Pick a direction, lads.
Yeah, fuck it, I guess. Carlene just points in a random direction since there's no point in saying what direction it is. And just...
Alright, we're gonna head in a straight line that way until something interesting happens. Let's go.
Alright.
Good.
You float along past glittering wisps of, like, white and purple and gray streaking among light, like distant stars in the middle of silver, and occasional flashes of purple in the vast, vast distance, but mostly it's just whites, silvers, and grays. Oh, okay. Okay.
What?
Oh, I don't like that.
What the fuck?
And as you continue floating along, in the distance, heading, like it would cross your path eventually at an angle, but you would not necessarily meet up unless you adjusted your path to meet, would be this floating ship traveling at a pretty good clip through the Astral Sea in the opposite direction of where you were floating.
Look!
Hey, that's something. Do we want to go check that out? Try to
I
intersect
guess-
with it?
Sure.
Let's at least get a little closer and see
Might as well.
what's on deck.
Yeah. Maybe those are the fucking space pirates. Wouldn't that be fucking happenstance?
There's no way that those are.
There's
space
no
pirates.
way. No, I know. There's no
fucking
way. There's no fucking way that those are the space pirates. Alright, let's go over there and see what it is.
Alright, as you float in that direction, you get closer. The ship slowly adjusts its own course to head directly towards you, like a little to the side so it won't ram you, but it is moving towards you as if whoever is running it has in fact spotted you.
Oh, wait, I think I changed my mind. I don't want to go. I don't want to. I have a bad feeling about this.
You want to turn back? No?
I'll go wherever you guys go.
As it approaches, how long would it be until we could get at least a look at it?
You could
Either
probably
the people
get
running
a decent look now. Make a perception check.
Sure, will do.
They look to be tall humanoid figures, yellowish green to yellowish brown in skin hue. Couple of, feathers and stuff decorating their outfits and weapons.
I'll relay that information to the party. Doesn't ring any bells, does it?
Nothing sounds familiar to me. Okay. Boy, alright, well, let's see how this goes. If shit gets hinky, we can fireball the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, hold on. I got an idea. Alright, everyone position yourselves. We didn't rehearse this, but, alright, we're all floating merchants and I'm your boss. Let's do this, okay.
Sure.
We're gonna die.
The ship slows as it gets closer until it matches your position. Ropes drop down to you, and you hear, "Grab them, or we use the harpoons."
Oh, never mind.
Molo grabs it.
I don't
He
feel like
holds-
getting stabbed today.
He holds Corellian's hand as he does and helps him up.
Thank you.
Alright. You are hoisted onto the deck of the ship as you get a better look at these particular humanoid figures. They're pretty tall, taller than the average human, as far as you can tell, because you're all small.
Yes.
A lot of them are tattooed. Some carry, huge great swords that appear to be made of, solid silver, same color as the Astral Sea around them. And yes, many of them are tattooed, speaking to each other in a language you do not recognize. And one of them approaches, looks down at you, both literally and you can clearly see in his eyes, figuratively, as he scans all of you. Well. Quite the haul we are getting today.
Fuck off.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know how fucking low the chance was of running into this exact same ship?
Please. Yes.
No fucking way!
How low was the chance, Alex?
How low was the chance? Let me double check the random table, because I have a couple. You had a 1 in 20 chance of running into this exact ship.
It's not too bad.
What did we roll?
On a
Obviously
1d100.
So we fucked.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Awful.
Look at how cool we are, guys. We're so dope.
Well, good news. We found each other, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Scam Likely. Nice to meet you.
The humanoids extend their hands. A bunch of pulling forces grab at everything loose on your person they can to try and yank it over to them so they can examine it.
Well, can I keep the hat?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah. The humanoid who's talking to you puts on the hat out of spite. It does not fit him at all.
Not the slightest. Looks good on you, buddy.
Do they still think that me and Corellian are gnomes?
You still are disguised as gnomes.
Well, good day to you, fine fellows in the Astral Sea. My name is Scamuel Thelonious Likely, and these are my two compatriots, Kay and Vol. And we are newly born travelers looking for lucrative business deals and a pair of fucking morons who have stumbled into this domain.
Excellent. I can clearly see you have come loaded with many things.
I consider myself
Thank you for your entire stuff.
Now hold on. That's not how business works where I come from.
Welcome to the Astral Sea. You are now forfeit to the Githyanki.
Have I heard of the Githyanki before?
Gesundheit, buddy.
Make a history check.
Oh boy. Here we go, fellas. History.
History has its eyes.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. You've heard of the Githyanki.
I lean over and whisper some things into Momo's ear to Cat, and I give +4 to that, so it's 29.
Okay. You've heard a lot about the Githyanki for some reason, Momo. You've heard a lot about the Githyanki.
Despite me living in a monastery, Orias was kind enough to give me sci-fi books.
Trashy space novels.
Yeah!
So, the Githyanki are a psionic race with strange mental powers that no one can really replicate unless they're born with them. They live in the Astral Sea on setting forth on vessels like this one on raids against the material plane sometimes and other planes other times. But also, one thing that comes to mind, because you've got a lot on your mind, Momo. Long ago, the Githyanki and a race that is kind of a spin-off of the progenitor race of the Githyanki, the race in question is the Githzerai, they were the slaves of mind flayers. There was a rebellion, and to this day, Gith hate mind flayers so much.
I think I remember that. Alex, Xander was saying something in the potion.
And now you don't have to metagame to bring it up if you can find a way to.
I have an expression of trying to hide pure terror and also
Meanwhile, Scam was just arguing about his fucking possessions.
And any argument you have is just being completely ignored as they rifle through their stuff as if it is their stuff.
Cam's yelling at a guy who doesn't fucking understand common.
Buddy, no, you don't understand. A duvan is not a blanket, you piece of shit!
Momo, are you okay? Yeah, I know, stupid question, you're right.
Githyanki, and they're terrifying. I'll explain more later.
Okay, wait, buddy, whatever you do, don't drink those 2 vials filled with black sludge. They're an extremely rare, delicious commodity from where I'm from. Please, I spent so much money on them. Don't drink those things.
They just keep passing shit back.
Damn it, fuck, just drink it already, you fuck. Okay, what? Okay, what can we do here to make this situation better for ourselves? Is there some sort of a goods we can exchange? What do you want? Like what? How can I help me help you? You know, it's like
what are your skills, primitives?
Oh, let me tell you, what are not my skills? I am an artificer and business person. I am well renowned for my skills in debate and finance, and I am very well suited at crafting magical arcane inventions, as well as mundane inventions.
The Nine Hells will pay a handsome reward for your head.
Beg pardon, pause 2 seconds. The what now?
The Nine Hells.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. I know I was. Well, fuck. I know I was gonna end up there anyway, so might as well. Okay. Great. So wait, just here's we're slaves. Is that what I'm hearing? We're slaves.
That is correct.
Is there anything we can do to avoid becoming slaves?
You act as if you have anything of value to us that we cannot simply take from you.
Fair. All right, well, fuck it. Cuff me.
Just like that?
I mean, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What, Corel, what are we going to do? What are we truly going to do?
No, it's just so out of character for you to just give up.
I mean, hey man, I consider myself a proponent of trying new things, so today we're just gonna give up as quickly as possible.
All right.
Right.
The Githyanki start to handcuff all of you and drag you towards their brig.
Oh no! What will we do? I'm so incapable of doing anything without the stuff I have. I can't harm a fly without it. Oh no!
I think it's scam.
I think it's working.
Oh my god.
All right. Malifane and Quintessa, as you wonder how much time has passed, Githyanki come back into the brig, carrying a goblin and 2 very familiar-looking gnomes.
My...
You gotta be shitting me.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh my god.
I wish I made a bet with you. Fuck.
Why? I wish I made a bet.
Gosh.
What the fuck are you doing here?
How?
Coming after
Looking
you,
for you
dipshit.
dumbasses! Oh my god, I thought you were gonna come in on like another boat in this cool rescue thing that I could easily write about, but no! What the fuck is this?
Where the fuck were we supposed to get a boat?
Where were we gonna get a boat? We had a bag that took us here.
Come on. Surely this isn't the only boat in the sea.
We are in the Astral Sea, Quintessa! I'm not sure if you know this, but I don't think astral boats are commonplace on Arion!
What the fuck did you expect us to do?
Oh, let's just hop right back to Dragotha's lair and, try and use the Anunnaki shit or something.
Okay, that's enough!
Scam just rattles his chains like, guard, hit them, please.
Githyanki guard comes around, punches everyone in the stomach once.
I didn't mean me to. Okay, never mind, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm glad I weren't fail.
Okay, well, at least we're all here.
Yeah, we're all here.
Mama, what was that thing that you were going to mention later?
They abhor mind flayers because they used to be slaves to them.
Oh,
no shit.
Wait, really? And you wanted to hold on to that until after we were punched and chained?
Hold on, listen to my reasoning. I wanted
Okay.
to wait until we weren't in front of them, so that I could talk about them without them thinking we were disrespecting them.
What?
What?
Okay, no, I get the
Oh, okay.
reasoning. The whole, bringing up the fact that their entire race was subjugated.
Wait,
Oh.
but he asked us.
Oh, if we had anything of value they couldn't just take from us, you could have been like, we know the location of a mind flare. Sorry, the statistical unlikelihood of everything that's transpiring is hemorrhaging my brain. Give me 2 seconds. Start wiping blood away from my nose.
You're handcuffed.
That doesn't disuse the. I can still wipe my
He's got elbows!
Oh, that's fair. I didn't think of that.
Scam is composed of a torso with hands coming out of the armpits and little feet on stubs. No other joints.
I can't believe Scam is Rayman.
Scam is Rayman.
I'm in awe right now.
My god.
Increase that was.
Increasing.
Alex, out of sheer curiosity, do they still have all our stuff, or do we have our stuff on our persons?
They've got your stuff. Eventually they found ways to just rip stuff off of you that you didn't keep hidden. So if you were trying to hide something, theoretically they would be able to miss some of it, but otherwise they've got your stuff.
Yes, the bag of 7,000 gold I recently surgically put into my body. They never found that.
I'm assuming they didn't take any clothing that was on our persons, obviously. There is a reason I'm asking that.
If you're wearing clothes, they didn't take those off. If you have, an extra pack of traveler's clothes, they have that.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Did they take my rings?
Yes.
Fucking! Can they untake them?
No.
I'm sure if you ask really nicely, Queen.
God damn it. Well, you're gonna have to fork out again, Mal.
Okay, so how long have you guys been here for?
I don't bloody know.
Time doesn't exactly pass in the Astral Sea. I'm sure you know that.
Where did they tell you where they're gonna sell you to? Because they're telling me they're gonna sell me to the Hells.
I do.
Oh yeah?
I can't remember.
Okay.
They mentioned selling you to the Marid. I can type that out.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the notes in the OneDrive. By the way, thank you, Atlas.
You know, Quintessa, I think you do really well in the elemental plane of water.
Why water?
It's the Marid. You know, water genies. Yeah.
Oh. Why me specifically?
I don't know. You always look like you're dressed like you're gonna go to the beach.
What?
You know, shorts. Just a nice, loose, breezy button down. Like she looks like she's ready to go to the beach.
Just very confused raised
Am I not wrong?
You're wrong.
I like to be comfortable.
Something about the Acheron or something like that.
Acheron, yeah. Fuck. Oh man, they want to put you to Acheron? Oh man, I don't want to say you had that coming, but man, have you had that coming. Alright, hey Corellian, if you want to take bets, I'll bet that Mal will survive for about 5 days on Acheron.
Oh, that's awfully generous of you to say.
Well, I don't really have anything to bet with, so I'm going to have to pass on that.
We always use our teeth as currency.
Also, I double-checked the name. It is not the Great Conflagration Auction House. It is the Great Coalescence Auction House that they mentioned.
Oh. Okay.
Ah, okay, cool.
Ah, there we go.
I was about to be like, the Grand Conflagration, that sounded like the fucking fire plane for a second.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, though.
What are the chains that we're in like? What is their mechanic, their structure?
They're iron chains that are just held to the wall using psionic powers of Githyanki guards on duty who are just staring at you all.
Oh, so we're against the wall. We can't like move our arms or anything.
Nope.
Okay, never mind then.
So, do we want to see where we're headed first before we try anything? Or do we want to get an audience with that captain fella again and see if we can, tempt him with some, illithid huntage?
Well, you're the negotiator.
I am.
Yes.
Okay.
As of today.
Best to try and leverage what we have as soon as possible.
Yeah, okay.
Alex, I want to send...
You're quiet again.
You're quiet again, Jojo.
That's a mood.
Is that better?
Yes.
Excellent. I want to send a message to, the person that we were talking to when we were first pulled on board. I want to send him a message I have some information that you might like. I'm the slightly taller gnome in the brig. Come down and please talk to me.
For a great deal.
Come down for a great deal. Call 999-999-999. Wow, that's a lot of money.
I'll make it have a chance of failure because creature with which you are familiar, you've seen him, but you're not necessarily familiar with him, I'd say.
Fuck. He punched us in the stomach. He's a bro.
I'm more than familiar with that man now. He punched me in the stomach.
Also, sending requires verbal, somatic, and material components. You have
This
your
is
hands
not sending.
to the wall.
This was message. This is message.
No, I don't have message. I have send.
Oh, I thought it was message. Oh, damn. Yeah, we can't do anything. Fuck.
Which our hands are like immobile.
Yeah, so we can't cast. Oh, fuck. That is bad. Okay.
Speaking of which, what happened, looking at Scam, what happened to, he kind of motions his head, all of that?
Well, buddy, it started 33 years ago when I was born.
Not
Abbreviated.
Yeah, to which thing are you referring? The lack of gnomage?
that would be it, yes.
I told a lie by accident.
Not surprising.
Sorry.
I held up pretty well, considering.
It really was sort of inconsequential, caught off guard sort of thing.
Alright, so Momo, if your spells aren't working, how about I just try this? Hey, buddy! You there with the mental psionic powers holding me and my compatriots captive. Can we perchance talk to the individual who captured us? Maybe a captain. We have some information that might be really fucking important that they might want to know.
Let me roll to see if someone who can cast tongues is in there.
Okay.
God damn it.
Trying to cast tongues like.
As you speak,
Damn it!
one of the Githyanki looks as you talk, says something to his fellows in Gith, and then walks forward, hand on a silver sword, stares you directly in the eyes, and you hear him say, "Speak again."
Oh, you can understand me now? Okay, good. Hi, Scamiel Thelonious Lightning. Nice to meet you. We would like to talk to the person who captured us. Is that your captain? That person who seems to be in charge? We have some extremely valuable information that I think they'll shit their pants over once we tell them.
What information?
The location of an illithid.
The Gith looks to the rest of the Gith around him, and you hear him say, "Illithid." Okay, so when he speaks, any creature that talks can understand you, so I can't say he says something in Gith. You hear him say, "Retrieve the captain." And one of the Gith nods, walks off. The chains that he was holding up, which are around... Let me roll randomly.
Xander, you inspired.
Yeah, the chains that were around Malifane drop as that particular Gith walks off.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool. Hey, now that your arms are free, can you scratch my nose for me? It's killing me, bud.
Why are you letting me go in particular?
It's because he left the room.
He left the room.
He left the room.
Oh,
Yeah, that particular Githyanki just stopped his hold-up duty and moved to, "Hey, Captain!" duty.
Oh, I see.
Scratch my nose, Malifane. Scratch my nose.
So real talk, I'm actually not sure what to do here because I really don't think trying to break anyone free is a good idea.
Scratch his nose.
Scratch my nose. Don't break me free. Scratch my nose.
As he's doing that, he the others, sooner or later he's going to come back.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah. And when he gets back, we're going to talk to him. Do you guys we got the location of where this fucking old Rand mind flayer dude is from the war map back at Badenrance. Yeah, that's the like thing in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yes, we know where his lair is, and
Yes.
among other things.
Yo, great. So I don't know, when the captain comes down, do I just be like, hey, we know where the location of a mind flayer is back on our material plane. If you let us go, we will happily give you the exact details, and we would love to do whatever it is you need to go fucking shit up for us, if you want to do that.
Oh, very eloquently put, Scamiel.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Was that sarcasm?
Oh no, not at all.
It totally was.
Definitely was.
Definitely. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay, background change. Hi.
Yeah, thank you, Jojo, for making this in the last 30
Yeah!
minutes.
Hello.
That's actually perfect. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like this. Yeah. Oh. By the way, is Jabidi dead now?
Well, Jabidi, dead is relative, of course. Jabidi is self-immolated after we were sent here, so...
Well, I'm
So dead.
Get rid of these now.
Hold on, I got it.
Jabidi has no more knives.
Jabidi has no knives.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I made them green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. A few minutes later, thump, thump, you hear the boots of the Githyanki captain as they head into the bridge. The bridge is somewhere else entirely. I can words today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stare you all down, and he speaks. So what is this about an illithid?
Hi, Scam Magazine. Not sure if you remember me from 10 minutes ago. So here's the deal. We know the location of a mind flayer on our world, and we are familiar, at least on some small way, with the ways and culture of your people, and I heard a little birdie, hey, you get a little birdie, tell me that you hate the illithid with like a burning passion or something. Yeah, does that check out?
And?
Well, I mean, would you like to know where this one could be located?
I would indeed, he says,
I don't know if you...
dragging over a chair and then sitting down in it.
Yeah, I don't know if you are the kind to, like, who enjoy hunting for sport, but, like, you know, we'd be willing to trade the information of where this mind flayer is in exchange for our freedom.
The captain smirks and chuckles. An interesting deal you're offering me, Primitive. But surely someone who is as skilled with making deals as you would understand my need to make sure that you are legitimate, yes?
Of course.
My need to ensure that you would not send us on a wild goose chase.
Of course. What kind of assurances would you need?
Well, let us say that you would be doing us a favor, revealing the location of your little illithid. Another favor to prove that you are willing to do these kinds of things would be most ideal.
Indeed. And what assurances do you have to offer that, if I tell you some useful information, you won't turn back on us and be like, well, now we know, now we have no need to follow up your end of the bargain because you're no longer worth anything to us. What assurances do I have there?
Well, you make an interesting point, but consider, if I was willing to simply torture that information out of you, it would be very easy at this point. And as you have not shared it yet, well, then
okay,
I have no...
so... Okay, no, yep, alright, yep, no torture needed. No torture needed.
Sorry, let me double check something.
Cool.
Nope, never mind, sorry.
Quaking.
Oh. Well, no need...
I do not have the prepared. Sorry.
Gotcha. No need to torture any of us, okay? No need to torture any of us. How about I start by the bare information necessary for, say, somebody who's capable with divining truths to be able to verify this information? Is that a fair beginning to the bargain?
That sounds like a reasonable act to take.
Great. So, sure, then I'll tell you for now. This Illithid formerly went by the name of Old Ran in disguise as a human back on our world of Irion, and is responsible for a grand, conspiracy to ignite an entire war. Is that a good start, enough to divine with? That holds true?
It will be helpful for the diviners back in the Lich Queen's lair. Not Lich Queen's lair, I'm backing up. In the Lich Queen's court.
Cool.
Wait a minute.
Cool.
Wait a fucking
If
minute.
you don't mind me inquiring, would I be able to ask as to what the name of this Lich Queen is?
The most high and mighty Vlakith, Queen of the Githyanki.
Nice. Fucking rad, dude. Alright, cool. Well, you know what? Just do what you gotta do. Verify that information, and we'll be ready to continue the deal from there. But maybe we could start simple by, I don't know, not having us chained up or just chilling in the cage, or... Nah, is that too much? Am I overreaching here?
The captain gestures to his men, who all just lower their hands, and then clank, 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 the chains drop to the ground.
Better. Scratch my nose. Very much so. How long until we reach our destination, then?
Well, our destination now has quite obviously changed. I shall send one of my men to go confer with the great Lich Queen, but first, about that favor.
Yeah, what is it?
You see, another one of our ships, one responsible for scouting around the Astral Sea, has not returned our calls as of recently. The last message we received was they picked up another drifter, much like yourself. And then silence. Unfortunately, I can only assume the worst and the ship is scuttled. But it was carrying some very valuable silver swords.
When was the last time that you heard from them?
It must have been several 10 days ago at this point. And the Astral Sea is a big place, so who knows where they have gone to. All that is to say, if the drifter is there, as I suspect they would be, shelter inside the Githyanki ship is preferable to out in the middle of the nothing that is the Silver Wastes. Then they would have our silver swords. I want them, and I want her dead. Or alive, so I can kill her myself.
And, okay, cool. 2 questions. Where might we start looking for this thing to complete this favor?
We can drop you off within a few miles of the last known location, and you can search from there.
That, works for me. Second question. So say that this all pans out nice and good, we do you a favor, you confer the information, and then once we're all on agreed terms, I give you the last stretch. What does... entertain me here. What does you and your people converging on a location of a mind flayer typically look like?
It looks like some of the best blood sport the Githyanki are capable of.
Delicious.
Yes.
Nice.
Delicious.
Good to know. All right. I think do we have terms then, good captain?
We do have terms if you are kind enough to accept them.
Scam holds one of his hands through the bars.
The captain shakes.
Pleasure doing business with you. What's your name?
My name is Ondakar. Let me write it in your common tongue.
Yeah, that'd be great. Nice.
What a sick name.
Nice. Well, thank you very kindly, Captain Ondakar. Just let us know when you're ready to drop us off, and you'll see that we make quick work of anything. If we could have a private moment to confer as a company...
I shall leave one of my guards with you.
Much appreciated there, friend.
And most of the Githyanki head out.
Okay, so that's totally Ravenala, right? Like we're all thinking it's totally Ravenala.
Definitely Ravenala.
Right? That's what we're all thinking. Like most likely. Like what? It's been like that timeline lines up, yeah, right? Voice in the sky?
Yes.
So how the hell are we going to manage this?
Okay, here's my thinking.
I already have a plan.
I would love to hear it, Momo.
So,
Do we really want to go into this right now?
There's just like one guy listening. And can he even speak our tongue?
He is not carrying a silver greatsword.
Alright, so we can't... I look over the guy and I like put a big smile and like I wave and I say, "Your mom's a stupid bitch." I just wave at him and say that in common.
Like say it as if you're saying a really nice.
Yeah, like hello. I just do
Your
that.
mom's a stupid bitch.
Yeah, I just say that to him and see if he reacts.
He still has the ever-present Githyanki glare on his face.
Yeah, he can't understand this or I'd be dead right now.
Just at this point, because he can, Malifane says in Draconic, "You're an idiot."
Yes.
To scam, I mean.
Yes. I respond in Draconic.
Curly replies in Draconic, "We know."
So, Momo, what are you thinking?
Okay, so we find Ravenala, we bring her back, we let Undercard kill her, and then I take her hand, we go back home, and then we revive her, and then we bring her back to Ash and Allura, and then they're like, "Woo, you guys are so cool, thank you, we'll forever in your debt," and then everything's fine, and then we can go home and I can sleep!
On one hand, I'm not entirely opposed to the idea. On the other hand, considering what she's been through, I'm not entirely sure she'd be willing to go through with it.
Yeah, listen, I just want to say, like, no, I think that is a good idea. Here's my thing. These two were sent to rescue Ravenala. I'm not saying that anyone here has anything necessarily against Ravenala, but, like, in the grand scheme of things as I've come to understand them, she's kind of a massive liability, right? Like, so, like, if she, like, her living seems like it's going to cause more problems than it's worth, unless we can convince her when we see her what the actual truth of the situation is. And
bringing Ravenala back might put us on better terms with the elves.
Wait.
She seems like a reasonable person. I'm sure she'd understand, but I can also understand not wanting to be killed due to
no
reasons.
Wait, hold on. Momo. Back in Ash and Allura, when we were talking about plans for busting out Quintessa and Malifane, you mentioned a spell called Feign Death that you had?
Yes.
How does that work?
Give you a moment. I need to recall. Where is it?
Can you explain this, please?
I'm trying to remember! Give me a second. Where'd it go? Hello? There it is. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
I touch a within creature and put it in a cataleptic state that is indistinguishable from death for the spell's duration or until I use an action to touch the target and dismiss the spell.
And what is the duration of that spell?
It is 1 hour.
That's tight.
It's tight, but it would be a close call. But they did say that we could kill her ourselves, yeah? Like, on the car said that we could do that?
He said dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
He did say dead or alive, and I have... I can use that spell 3 times.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. We should... Before... When they stop us off, when they're about to drop us off, we ask on the car... If we end up killing her before we can bring her back alive so you can kill her, what method of... how would you like us to bring her back? Or would you like us to, like, only bring a part of her back? Or, like, see, like, what he wants for bringing them back dead? Like, bring her corpse here and then... So you can see that she's dead? Or, like... And then we can just fucking... Like, abscond with it? You know what I mean? Just, like, we can find out what he wants.
But they're also telekinetic. They have strange mental powers. They can probably tell that it's a spell. God damn it!
Momo was right. This is This definitely has its detriments.
Yeah, I still think that there's merit in finding out the exact methodology they want from us if we kill her there, and how they'd want us to bring her back, and then we can formulate a plan. We're gonna be doing some searching, so we're gonna have plenty of time to think of a plan. But like,
hey, we might be able to think of a plan with or without Noah. So
very likely, if she is receptive to some information, maybe we can talk sense into her, explain why what happened, and like why we did that. And then also maybe get her to understand that like this whole war is this whole, mind flayer business, and we are maybe we can convince her that of what's going on, and then we'll at least maybe have a willing co-conspirator.
We do have to be prepared for hostility, though.
Yeah.
The events that led up to her ending up here in the first place.
Yeah. I can always, disguise myself to look like something else entirely and try to entreat her and then be like, yo, hey, don't freak out when I do what I'm about to do. Turn back into myself,
Somehow, I don't think that would go over too well if we're trying to, on our good side.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Shit. Okay. Well. Damn it. Okay, yeah. I'm with it. All right. Guess all we have now to do is wait.
Yeah. Yep. Enough time will pass for a short rest, by the way.
Yay.
So you're not going to heal up, but anything that recharges on a short rest will recharge.
Malaphane's just going to spend some time studying the Githyanki Guard. This totally isn't an excuse to learn another language with adept linguists. No, what are you talking about?
Good luck doing that when he's not speaking.
Oh. Mom
right.
was scared, Jojo's scared.
Welcome back to Fear. Alright. So, after what seemed like a few hours pass, more Githyanki enter, stare at you. Get up.
Alright.
Okay.
Right.
Alright. They escort you up towards the upper decks of the ship, where it's now drifting a lot slower through the sea, and escort you up to the captain. He turns, gestures. This was the last known location of our missing skiff. Have fun.
Alright. We will begin post-haste. Are you going to be just, anchored, relatively speaking, here?
Relatively speaking, yes.
Great.
Could we get our gear, at least?
Yeah.
Or some of it?
They just start throwing gear at you in a haphazard way. They clearly did not organize any of it.
Thanks, buddy.
Much obliged.
Captain Ondakar, quick question, if I may. This, you said bring her back dead or alive, yeah?
Yes.
If we should kill her ourselves out there, how would you like us to bring her, or what remains of her, back?
Just bring it back. She will make a... Actually, let me phrase this. So many of our ships have decorations that make them their own. I have so longed for a figurehead. I figure someone who would dare raid a Githyanki ship, splayed across the bow, would be a fine addition to my little vessel.
Excellent.
Curiosity. What kind of decorations are they typically?
Oh, well, normally stuff like holds out his own sword, it's covered in, feathers and jewelry and the like. Things we craft out of the silver stuff of the Astral Sea. Things from outside, so much rarer.
You are
brutal.
You are a man of excellent taste.
That you are. Okay, so good, we'll do that. But in the event that there's very little of her remaining, what then? If things get messy.
I trust you will try to be a little more gentle than that, otherwise my gentle nature will have to be put to the side as well.
Understood. All right, on the car. You got yourself a fucking bargain. Just hang tight. We'll be back in no time. You guys ready to go?
No. Yes, of course I am. Ready.
All right.
Ready.
Let's go.
And
before we move, I forget. Does I know we're in the astral plane, but does exhaustion decrease on a short or long rest?
Long rest, yes.
If we had taken a long rest here, would it have done anything?
We can't.
It would have gotten rid of exhaustion, but not healed you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
you guys have been here for like a day, so.
Oh, fair. So we gooch now?
You gooch.
Gooch.
All right.
Well,
Also,
kind of.
they take off the apparatuses that bound you to the ship rather than using floaty around astral plane gravity. So you step off the ship and are floating back in the astral plane.
Yeah.
Well, now I can erase this.
So do I still have 1 level then?
Still have 1 level, yes.
Cool. Well, not cool, but cool.
Okay, so here's the deal. Do we want to take the rest of the day to formulate our plan once we're well out of sight before we continue searching? That way I can at least make some infusions that might help us.
Yeah, let's try and find at least if there's some sort of, I don't know, landmark or
Maybe
anything.
like a-
Whatever preparations we can
something.
make would be an excellent
Like a-
estimate to us.
Solid cloud we could rest on or something.
Yeah, like a floating rock, maybe chunk of dead god, something like that. Let's keep looking.
You just start heading off in a random direction, looking for something, anything in the vastness. That was supposed to be a GM roll. Whoops.
Now we know your secrets.
Now you know. I rolled a 1. What does the 1 mean?
Tell me your
Nice.
secrets, Timmy Turner!
All right.
Very good.
You continue floating through the astral sea, looking for any solid chunk of something to stand, for lack of a better word, on. And eventually you find what looks like a floating hut on a tiny chunk of dirt in the middle of the sea.
Well, that looks hospitable.
Pressed to find other signs of life around here.
Are the lights on?
The lights are not on in the hut.
Alright, I guess I'll play fucking, bait. I'll go check it out.
We'll be right
Stan will
behind
just-
you.
Start floating over there to check out the hut.
All right.
Just a hut, just a hut, just a hut. Nothing scary, just a hut. Nothing scary, just a hut.
Cool. You head up to the hut. It's mostly like thatch, couple hunks of wood put together to reinforce it and make sure it doesn't just collapse into nothingness.
Poke my head in.
The door is locked, and as you try to get through it, because there are... Actually, before I say that you try the door, do you want to look through the windows or just try the door?
I'll look through the windows first.
Alright. The windows are dark, and it is dark inside, but you can see in there is some kind of humanoid figure humming a merry tune to itself and walking back and forth, carrying some bowl of some kind.
I go to the front door and I just...
Who is it?
Hi, Scam Likely. Nice to meet you. Would you mind opening the door?
A few seconds pass and you hear a click. The door clicks open to reveal a tall and skinny human female, this one, with short dark hair tied back into a bun despite its shortness, and pretty regal looking robes, looking down at you and is like, "Oh, well, I didn't expect I would be getting visitors out here in the middle of any place."
Yeah, who are you? What are you doing out here?
I am a traveler, much like yourself, I would imagine. Residents are very hard to come by in the astral plane.
Yeah, that we noticed. My companions and I are traveling through these parts looking for sanctuary, but do you have any to offer?
Well, I don't know. What are your companions?
What are they?
Yes,
well,
what
there's
are they?
myself. There's myself, a goblin, me. There is a human, a half-elf, and two gnomes.
How old are they, would you say?
Why is that relevant, if I may inquire?
Well, I'm just curious if I have the proper tools in order to take care of children here.
Oh, no children. No children. All adults.
Oh, of course, of course. In that case, please let me look at them.
What's your name, by the way, lady?
My name is Takano.
Stranger
Takano.
danger.
Cool. I'll go
don't
get
have
them. I'll
respect
be.
for good and evil.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go get them. Just wait here. Float back over to my party. So this lady's creepy as shit.
Should
Alright.
we not go in then?
I have to say, I am morbidly curious. Her name's like
Yeah.
Takano. She wanted to know what races we all were. Don't worry, I told them that you two were gnomes.
Thank you.
And how old you guys were.
What the fuck?
I'm not saying I
What?
think she wants. I'm not saying I think she wants to cook and eat us, but I think she wants to cook and eat us. But we've dealt with worse, so you know what? It's maybe we can all just go check it out.
Alright.
I suppose. Let's just go and get eaten.
Question, Scam.
Yeah,
The house wasn't made of gingerbread upon close inspection, was it?
was it, Alex?
It was not made of gingerbread upon close inspection.
No, it wasn't made of gingerbread. It was made of pumpernickel.
Okay, good, let's go.
Okay.
And I don't think he's even read that book before.
Fuck
doubt
you.
you read.
I've read books.
I didn't
Were they
read
upside down?
books.
Anyway,
He's got an intelligence of like 18 at least. Guys, come on.
yeah, I read a lot.
I
Bitch,
said
mine's
didn't read
higher.
that- I didn't say he didn't read books. I said he didn't read that book.
Anyway, let's all fucking float over to Takano's hut.
Woo.
You float over towards Takano's hut, and you can see her just glancing over, taking long, slow looks up and down, nodding as you approach. Ah, yes, your description of your friends was accurate.
That it was, lady. That it was.
Please do come in.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
thank you.
All right.
You know what? I'll make that check later. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm already terrified.
You step into the hut. There is no source of light in here, no candles are lit, nothing glowing, it's just completely dark in here. You can see off in the corner a large stew pot, currently not being tended to. Big old chair and table off in a corner near it. Small fireplace. Couple of pictures of various people in dress similar to Takano's. Other than that, it's very sparsely decorated.
Okay, now I'm gonna make that check. What Scamiel said earlier, was he actually fucking on to something?
In terms of what?
Are we actually going to be cooked up and eaten? Is that what he wants to do?
Make an Arcana check.
What Arcana?
So, Takano, are those pictures of your family?
You don't know. Shrug. Oh, yes. People I've left behind over the years. I do miss them terribly, but finding a portal that gets back anywhere close to the proper place where I lived before is a bit of a nightmare, if I'm going to be honest.
I can imagine.
Where
Where's
was that?
Off in Kenyako on the material plane.
I see. We are also from the material plane.
Really? Where, if I may ask?
Irion.
I see. How
did you end up here?
I was... Well, let me double check the table. You see, there was... I don't want to call him a friend of mine. That's not the relationship we had at all. But someone I knew who had done me some great disservice fleeing here. I obviously could not let his crimes go unpunished, so I pursued. Getting back, unfortunately, is the hard part.
Oh, did you find him?
Did, yes. He is not a problem anymore.
Ah.
Let's see.
Gotcha. So, do you mind if we, crash here for the evening on our, en route to our destinations?
Oh, by all means, I would love for you to stay the night.
Yeah. What's for dinner? What do you got cooking?
Oh, I'm afraid I already ate.
Ah, damn, no worries.
That's fine.
Scam,
we
like,
wouldn't want to impose on your hospitality or anything.
Scam, tries to, peek in the cauldron a little bit to see what she had been cooking earlier.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I have a -2 to this.
I'll give you advantage.
Oh, thanks.
The two of you are just looking into the pot now.
Just like...
It's an 11.
11?
Flash of inspiration is a 15.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not 11. That's a 15. Sorry, that's a 15. No, sorry, my bad.
That's straight up 15. There look to be chunks of bone floating in there.
Good. Cool.
Ooh. Can't get the cannibalism out, can you?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Queen. It's not until next Thursday.
Well, I hope you had a good meal. So are we just able to just, lie around, relax, and vibe? Is there anything we can help you around the house with to earn our stay?
Yeah, any chores you need done?
Oh, well, cleaning I've already taken care of. As you can see, it doesn't take me very long. Unfortunately, I don't really have any beds, so you'd be on the floor.
That's okay.
Oh, that's all right. That's
How big is the interior of this place?
It's about 20 feet by 20 feet.
Oh, okay. A little cramped.
Does she look like she has a sleeping area anywhere around here?
Nope.
Do you not sleep?
I have ways of getting around that inconvenience.
Ah, good to know.
Well,
Say,
I'm sure you're
by
all
any chance,
very Oh, yes, pardon me, do go ahead.
I hate to interrupt. You wouldn't have happened to see a skiff of some kind come by here within the last 10 days or so?
A skiff? Let me think. Well, it was a few 10 days ago, but I did see one drifting by. I thought that was rather odd. Usually the Githyanki have some form of direction to them.
Which way was it heading?
Downward.
Ah.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Perhaps we could compensate you for your generosity.
Oh, believe me, you've done more than enough already.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Well, you see, it has been so long since I've had company, I do tend to miss having people around to enjoy.
Scam gives a heavy gulp and he goes, "Are you gonna eat us?"
I beg your pardon?
Samuel!
Sorry, it just kind of came out. I'm just sorry. I was bubbling ever since the fuck Mal and Quintessa mentioned that fucking book I read as a kid. I've just been thinking, oh man, are we gonna go into that lady's house where she's gonna cook and eat us? I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Yo,
I'm really
Scam,
nervous.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
He's tired.
He's been through a lot.
Okay, there's a lot wrong with him, but what the fuck, Scam? Damn.
That's
We're invited into this woman's home and
No, I know.
oh my god.
She starts taking in sharp breaths. If that's what you think of me, given my living conditions and my isolation, then I understand. I know I come across as rather intimidating to some people.
Scam's just a fucking idiot.
I'm just a moron. I'm an anxiety riddled asshole who has got some serious fucking abandonment issues. Look, I mean, you didn't technically answer the question, but no, I mean, like, I don't want to upset you.
Oh my gods, Scam.
Please just stop talking right now.
You know, would you rather we leave after that little outburst? Because,
if it would make you more comfortable, then I will not be upset if you leave.
No, Takana, we appreciate your hospitality, like, genuinely.
We're asking what would make you more comfortable at this point.
Well, at this point, I don't know. I would ask for some time alone to think, but getting time alone in a place as cramped as this is rather difficult, you understand.
Takano, let me just say, I am sincerely very sorry. That was very rude of me. I beg your forgiveness. You don't. Clearly, the outburst of my friends against me mean that you do not give off those vibes. That was very rude of me, and I apologize very deeply on behalf of myself.
Well, I suppose I can find it in my heart of hearts to let that little incident be bygone.
She's like a guilt-tripping grandma. Holy shit.
We could step outside and give you some time alone if that's still what you would prefer.
Yeah. If you would, that would be appreciated.
Of course. My sincerest apologies for
Totally. I'm talking about sincerest apologies. We'll stand outside. Just let us know when it's okay to come back out again. And as soon as
if not, that's fine.
And as soon as everybody's like outside, Scam goes, "This bitch is totally gonna eat us. She's gonna totally try to eat us."
Fuck up.
She didn't say no. Corellian, she didn't say no.
Momo's gonna smack the back side of Scam's head, like, shut
Okay.
God, you are just so charming when you want to be, aren't you?
Thanks.
Oh.
I guess we wait in tense silence.
We have a direction.
You can wait in tense silence if that's what you want.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe she's just really lonely, hasn't seen people in a while.
Yeah,
I'll feel bad if I just hurt her feelings like that. Maybe we give her a few minutes and let her see how she feels. Yeah.
Do any of you want to make an insight check?
Yes!
Yeah, no,
I was about to message you!
Under no circumstances will I do that with my -2 insight.
I have a +8 insight.
I have a +11 in insight.
How about everyone just rolls except Scam?
Everyone rolls insight, yeah.
Alright.
Quintessa.
Oh, there we go.
No, actually, no. I take that one back because I rolled insight earlier. Ignore that roll.
It doesn't matter.
He rolled an 18 because you didn't roll. I mean,
so no. I rolled insight with disadvantage earlier. So.
Oh, gotcha.
You rolled Arcana with disadvantage.
Yeah, it was Arcana.
Hey.
Momo, Quintessa, and Malifane. This lady seems legit. Corellian, this woman is definitely going to try and kidnap you in your sleep and eat you. She was full of shit when she was doing those crocodile tears.
Oh, no, absolutely. That's why we're outside right now. So, you know, I think that perhaps it would be within our best interest to not damage the situation anymore and just head down. What do you all say?
I suppose.
Yes.
Sure about that.
Yes.
Corellian, why are you winking at me?
I'm not winking at you. You should get your eyesight checked.
Oh, sorry, I'm just standing next to you and I just saw you blinking. Sorry, my bad.
We're heading down.
We're heading down.
Down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. We'll head down. We're
not gonna say goodbye to her or anything?
Do you want to?
We might as well let her down easy.
No, we're not talking to her.
Sometimes it's better to just let things happen
If what
quietly.
Corellian says is true, then if we try to
The more we float around here, the farther away this gift gets from us. So let's make tracks. Yep.
All right,
Thank
let's
you.
go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go down. As soon as we're like 100 feet floating down, I look at Corelli and I goes, "You totally think she was going to eat us, don't you?"
Oh, I know it.
Yeah,
She's gonna do something.
I knew I wasn't being an asshole.
Oh no, you're still being an asshole.
Fuck.
So creepy.
You can know things, but you can also, not be an asshole about it.
I was nervous. Okay? What? Want me to fireball her hut? Will that make you feel better?
No!
Okay. It'll make me feel better, but okay. Fine, let's just keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
You turn and float downward in the last known direction of the astral skiff. As you continue moving, you see this change in the silver void. Something different from the grays and purples before. This black and white tear in the middle of the void, miles wide, dozens of feet tall, moving swiftly, like perpendicular to your path.
A black and white tear?
A black and white tear in the void, yes.
Can
Now,
we-
when you say, do you mean that in a literal sense, or?
It looks like a hole was ripped in the middle of the astral sea and is just rocketing along.
Can we see through that hole? Or is it just a color?
It is a shifting color.
Alright, we want to probably avoid that, yeah?
Yeah.
I guess.
Do I know what that would be?
Make an
Just from
intelligence
any-
check.
I'll give you advantage.
Intelligence or Arcana?
Intelligence, it says.
Okay. Straight
Real-
intelligence, can do.
Yoga twos?
Advantage.
Okay.
Straight.
I'll do Flash of Genius to make that a 15.
Alright. You haven't heard of this particular phenomenon,
Fuck.
but I'm assuming since you're seeing it and it's just rocketing along perpendicular to you, you can just hold back and let it
Yeah.
pass by. As it does, you can kind of hear and feel this whirring effect that seems to pull at time and space around you and around the rip, but you're far enough away that it does not have any other noticeable effect. And the tear passes by on its own direction.
So, right. I mean, once we get like a reasonable distance away, probably so that the hut's not really within eyesight. So, I mean, we could just camp here. I mean, there's not really much in terms of shelter, but it's not like we'll go anywhere if we're not thinking about it, right?
I guess.
Perhaps.
It doesn't seem like there's any immediate threats.
Yeah, clear view at least, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyone want to play cards?
Yeah,
Why not?
actually.
I have dragon chess.
Don't know how to
I feel like playing a little bit of floating solitaire. Floating three-dimensional solitaire.
Yeah, why not? Or blackjack.
Alright. Fuck, let's set up then. Wait, hold on. Momo, help me try this. I'm gonna try pitching a tent that's levitating. Help me out.
Okay.
Let's see if I can set up my tent to just be floating in the fucking void.
Yeah,
There's no tension.
there's
How are you-
no tension, there's nothing to stick it to, it's just this collapsed mass of canvas.
Damn it. I was hoping, I was just trying. Alright, fuck. Okay. Well, okay, we can just spend the day here then. If we're gonna spend here and take a long rest, I'm gonna make my infusions.
Okay.
Just so y'all know, I'm not gonna bring back Jabidi or the Bag of Holding, because those are, Bag of Holding is nice, but like, I think we can make do with, carrying things normally for now. What I am going to do though, is let's see, what infusions do I have left? I have my returning weapon. I have sending stones, which I haven't made. I don't know what those. We don't need the wing boots. I am going to make a periaptive wound closure. Because since normal healing doesn't work, I'll make that necklace that will basically heal you every minute, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, it's no, sorry. You stabilize whenever you're dying at the start of your turn. So it's just like that way. We'll all one of us will always remain stable. I don't need to have that unless would somebody else like to wear that?
I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, we should give it to our healer.
Is that something that one would require to attune to?
Yes.
Well, I've got plenty of time.
What is time?
What is time?
Cool. I'll make that, and I can either make my returning weapon, which gives a +1 bonus to a weapon, and it will return to their hand after it is, after a ranged attack is made with it. So does anyone have any specific, ranged weapons that, that they would like to fly back to their hand?
I mean, we use infinite ammo in this game. So.
Yeah, so no one has anything that they throw.
Hold on,
No.
wait. I mean, I have.
If not, I'll cast this on my boomerang.
I use javelins fairly often, but
I have a sickle. I don't really tend to throw it.
Those aren't throwable.
yeah.
Cool.
Included.
No. Wait, how many javelins do you have, Krillin? Infinites?
Been a while since I've kept track. I've just sort of assumed that been recovering them when possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe okay, maybe I won't make that one then.
Something just occurred to me, and this is out of character and a completely rhetorical question. When you brought up the bag of holding, when we tore it, it brought us to the astral plane. I gotta know, what happens when you tear a bag of holding in the astral plane?
Do you want to know?
I want to know.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what happens if you tear a bag of holding in the astral
You
plane?
have the answer?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I know what happens if you tear a bag of holding in the astral plane. Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Aww.
You die.
Okay.
Before the world implode on itself.
No, you just fucking I think all your shit dumps out or something like that.
Fair enough.
Okay, then I won't make up 4th infusion because I don't really think the returning weapon is useful to any of us in particular, and I don't think we need Jabidi. Actually, no, I will bring back Jabidi then. If it's, I'll bring him back. So Jabidi is now in the astral sea with us.
Jabidi's back.
Does he have any knives?
Of course, he always has knives.
I'll start drawing the knives.
Good.
All right. Also, spell slots are come back in long rests on the astral plane. Hit points don't. Basically, everything else does.
Hell yeah.
You?
Well, then, before we take a rest, does anyone require any healing?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. No.
Alright.
Is it possible to attune right now to the bow, Alex?
Yes.
Ooh.
Alright, Momo, you now have a periaptive wound closure.
Thank you.
Well, this is a stupid idea. On the off chance that any Githyanki do come sailing around and capture us all over again, I'm gonna make the ink on my hand just say 1 million platinum. I
Alright.
price myself.
I also want to, Momo and I did a little bit of trading, and I would like to de-attune from the Ring of Mind Shielding and attune to the, Winter Queen, scimitar, yes.
Okay. All right. You do some preparations. The random encounter I rolled is not feasible to run into you, so your rest in the Astral Sea is just as empty as the rest of the Astral Sea.
As empty as my life.
Hey. As empty as my family tree.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, there's not.
By the way, the bow.
By the way, the bow. Let me double check something. Actually, having spent some time in the swamps and around Plague Lords, you get the feeling that you can look into the pouch of the rogue bow that is strongly, strongly smelling like poison, and reasonably do something that will not kill you with it.
Hi. No.
The rogue bow now has another option to shoot poisoned arrows.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'll copy and paste this into the chat, but basically, creatures hit must make a con saving throw or become poisoned and take extra poison damage.
Look at you. Being a little trickster cleric there.
Thank you. Right. Put that in my... Thank you.
Congratulations on more options!
More options!
Options!
Alright. That is your long rest.
Fun.
Wow.
Let's see. Do you want to change any of my light combat maneuvers? I'll change one of them.
I will just put my ring back on.
Okay.
Remind me the name of what Scam Maid means, Andrew.
Periapt of wound closure.
Okay. It's a necklace or a ring?
It's a necklace.
That's a necklace.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure. I know what it does, just didn't remember the name because I'm slow.
Not a problem.
Hey, Momo, you don't happen to have a little spell called Banishment prepared, do you?
I can prepare it.
Well, the reason I ask, it banishes people to, if they're not on their native plane, it banishes them to their native plane.
Oh.
So
Well,
it might be a useful thing to have around.
Right. Let me see if I'm pretty sure I do have it. Oh, woo.
As in, like, are you implying, like, some sort of self-inflicted return?
Okay. And is now prepared.
Yeah, I mean, it's, something, at least. Unfortunately, it doesn't look... I don't believe you can choose where you get banished to, but, I mean, I would rather be on the material plane than be here, honestly.
Is the banishment permanent?
Gosh. It's sort of... The spell's kind of above my pay grade. Out of character, if you concentrate on it up to a minute, then the target does not return.
Wow.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Happiness noise. I have a plan.
Teehee.
A minute of concentration is what, 10 rounds of combat?
Yep.
Each round is 6 seconds. Yeah. So, guess we keep heading down, huh?
Yeah. So.
Just get going.
Alright. You continue your quest downward through the vast, empty reaches of the Astral Sea. You pass by a couple of floating pools of very bright color in the middle of all this silver. Two of them, in particular, one glowing like this burning red and green alternating color radiating intense heat, and another pool glowing diamond blue.
This is...
Oh. Anyone want to take a dip in a pool? Maybe get some, wash up?
I'm actually very tempted to, but I'm not going to.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Does that look familiar to anyone else?
What?
Yes.
The whole color thing, the scintillating color.
Did we see something like this in the Anunnaki ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
It's not the same, is it?
No, no, definitely not the same. That was like a iridescent, like oil reflection kind of. This is very clearly blue and reddish green, like.
Even so, I don't suppose there was possibly some inspiration.
Perhaps.
Didn't people keep mentioning that that the Astral Sea is full of portals or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss a copper piece into it.
Toss a coin to
Which one?
The blue one.
Okay. The copper piece goes into the blue portal.
Whee.
Don't know what I was expecting.
It was worth a shot.
It was entertaining, at least. It was very beautiful.
Oh, I totally just forgot something. Hold on, sorry. I meant to say one of the things I did over my long rest was I actually wanted to create my first spell storing item. Because I actually wanted to give this to somebody. I'm so sorry for forgetting about this.
Okay.
I was looking through my character sheet. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I want to do that. No, I can take a object or weapon, a martial weapon, and I can store a first or second level spell from my spell list, and I can have up to 8. Have 8 uses of it. Does the Corellian does your fucking special weapon count as as a martial weapon, or is it magic?
I mean, it would be a scimitar, so it would be a martial weapon, even if it is magic, I believe.
I have to double check to see if it has to be non-magical. It doesn't say it has to be non-magical. Anyway, I want to touch it, and I want to put a spell in there for Corellian. I want to put in 8 uses of the spell. What was it called again? Sorry, let me scroll through this again. Enlarge, reduce in there.
Oh, all right.
Oh well.
Right.
Time to be medium.
I'm sorry, I know this isn't
Excellent.
I know this isn't the implication, but it kind of made it sound like just anytime you thwack someone with a weapon, it turns them big or small.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, small wouldn't be the worst thing. Definitely wouldn't want to go big on that.
Yeah, so whenever you're holding that weapon, you can use an action to cast it, and it uses yeah, so it can be used 8 times before it needs to be recharged.
Wow, that is, thank you. That's very cool.
Yeah, thanks. I've just been kind of messing around with it. Figured, there you go. Might as well make an attempt. I know there was that one time I made you big and you could use a glaive, so, well, mess around with this, see how it goes.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, the portals.
I want to go in one.
Can I stick my head in one?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'll hold her ankles.
Yeah, and then you'll both be sucked in there, and then we're just gonna be fucking left here, and we're gonna have to go look for you, and we're gonna have to be picked up by other Gith or something.
No. If she gets sucked in, I'll just let go. I'll be fine.
Just gonna let her go like that.
Her choices have consequences.
What?
Why don't we, take some time to maybe think about it and maybe try and rack our collective brains to see if that would be a good idea?
Well, what's there to think about? We don't know what they are, do they?
Oh, fuck me.
You know what? Actually, I'm trying to remember how the mechanics of this work. Hold on 1 second.
What colour did you say the portals were again?
There is one that is red, flashing with green and burning hot, and then there is another that is diamond blue.
So help me, if you get sucked off into God's knows where, and you can't come back, I swear, I fucking swear I am not coming after you. This is so fucking dumb.
Could we do something with this?
What's that?
One of the other things I have attuned to the bow.
Oh, heck.
Okay. You can certainly try.
Usually when you say that means no, so...
No, you can certainly try!
It means you can try.
Okay, can I roll anything to, maybe identify these portals or anything?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try and figure out
let me do normal.
how the fuck we could work with this.
Alright.
Oh, good.
These are color pools of the Astral Sea. The Astral Sea is pretty famous for them. They're relatively common, for a certain extent common, portals to all the other planes in the multiverse. So, each particular color matches to a different plane. The diamond blue matches to Mechanus, which is the plane of law and a lot of clockwork stuff, modrons and the like. And the one that is burning red and green is a portal to the elemental plane of fire.
So maybe don't go there.
You don't know that. Okay, So, unless we want to go to Mechanus or the Plane of Fire, then maybe you're right.
Maybe.
I mean, Mechanus sounds cool.
Mechanus does sound cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, here's a wild idea. Don't expect any takers on this one. What if we just completely shirk our responsibilities? No? Alright, let's
just move to Mechanus.
Something told me you were going to suggest something like that, honestly.
No, I know we're not.
Here's the thing, can we even be sure that Ravenal is still here?
I mean, Momo, you could try sending to her. We are in the same plane.
You're right! I don't know why I didn't think of that! Oh my god! Okay.
Give it a shot, little buddy.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sending, and I'm gonna say, Ravenala, this is Momo. Are you alive?
You hear back. Where are you?
Like, Momo's eyes light up and he just goes like...
You heard her?
I heard her!
Oh my gosh.
That's where we were!
Wait, hold on. When she asked where we were, how did she sound?
Serious? Like...
Probably so just regular Ravenala.
Oh, okay.
That's just kind of how she sounds.
Maybe.
So,
I mean, do you want to use your spell slot again and be like, looking for you or here in the astral plane?
Yes, okay. Where are we?
Okay,
in the astral plane looking for you. Okay.
About a day.
Wait.
That we're here to rescue.
Yeah, about a day's work down from the hut.
About a day from the hut.
That we're here to rescue her.
Around the blue and red color pools. You know, playing solitaire.
Mechanus and the plane of fire, right?
Alright. Okay. A day's away from the hut. Around the
Well, make sure you preface that we are in the Astral Sea to save her, looking for her, and then tell her.
days away from the hut, near the blue and green portal pools. Good?
Good.
A days down from the hut.
Down, right. Days down. Okay. So, prepare to spell. We are in the astral plane, looking at you. A days down from the hut, near the blue and green pool.
Reddish green, Momo. Reddish green.
Oh my god.
Reddit screen! Done. Send it.
Are you Momo? Are you colorblind?
This isn't actually water. You know this, right, Momo?
Leave me alone. I misclicked.
All right. You don't get a response back.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Probably wants to kill us.
The hope in Momo's eyes sinks.
Well, it wasn't going to be that easy, was it?
Alright, so we should probably be rearing for a fight in case we get when she gets it to us.
We did know that. We assumed that there might be hostility.
Oh, 100%.
Well, maybe she's just on her way.
Krellian, to be honest, I think if there's any chance of conversation being had, you should take the lead with her.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think, all things considered, comparatively with everybody here, you're the most level-headed in these circumstances.
Sometimes I doubt that. But
That's valid.
Sure.
Cool.
She's here and she wants to talk. I'll try and talk.
Yeah, it's probably good.
So do we want to wait here, or do we want to keep heading down?
No, I think we should keep going.
Better.
I think we should stay.
No.
Continuing.
Less time?
Well, there isn't exactly any time here.
You know what I mean.
I mean, we still experience some kind of flow of existence. Right. I mean, no, I think Scam's maybe kind of right. If we keep going down, then we might run into her sooner.
Maybe.
I suppose.
I don't want to strong-arm anyone into it.
No, it's... Yeah, let's just go.
Alright.
All right.
Down we go.
You continue floating downward. After what seems like hours of travel, you see a Githyanki ship, smaller in scope than the one that first picked you up, and looking a lot more torn apart, like bits of it have been torn up and are floating somewhere else in the Astral Sea, pointing in your direction and approaching.
2 million platinum.
Can we see any other figures on the ship?
Make a perception check.
I am so glad I'm not.
I am conveniently blind now.
Does anyone want to help me?
Nope.
Nope.
I said I gave you advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Hey!
Looks like the top deck of the ship is empty. If there's anyone there, it would be below deck. You also notice that this particular ship is not slowing down as it approaches you.
Oh, fun.
Let's maybe try go off to the side and, oh gods, I don't know if we can catch hold or tuck and roll or anything.
That might be ideal. Move.
Wait, Malifane, can't you do shit with arrows?
I
Grapple
can.
grapple that thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Also,
I don't think I need to actually, do damage or anything, just...
Also, but before we run into the ship, just saying, unless she was told by the she's and they, she wouldn't know that we ripped the back holder. So play that by ear and don't blurt anything out.
Yeah.
Momo.
It's what? It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
Wait, how much do you guys weigh again? That's not me asking in character, by the way.
Big shrug.
Because it can support up to 1,000 pounds. But...
Light!
We're fine.
Yeah, 1,000 pounds,
fine.
you're gonna be fine.
We're fine.
You dive to the side, as the Githyanki skiff zooms past you, relatively speaking, at ramming speed. Malifane, you pull back a grappling shot and fire it into the side of the hull of the ship, striking true and holding fast as you just get yanked along.
We're in a fucking chain gang and just screaming.
Fuck.
Ah! Slow down.
Well, let's hold on, I guess. I think actually, Quintessa, how strong are you?
Let me look.
Stronger than me, that's for sure.
I have 0 in strength, so not very.
Okay, in that
Still
case,
stronger than me.
basically, Corellian, who happens to be the strongest out of everybody. Right, whoever is below them or above them is just going to... I'm gonna start making my way up, just grab on and I'll try and tow us in, and I'll start hand over fisting the rope, trying to climb,
I'll
it.
cast Enhance Ability on Corellian to give them advantage on strength checks.
Okay. It's an athletics check, Corellian.
Oh wait, never mind, I don't have Enhance Ability prepared. Fuck, never mind.
Hold on, I think I do.
Oh.
Fun.
I do!
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Oh, awesome, thanks.
Full strength time. Alright. It's slow going, Corellian, to hold on to a ship and try to climb up it as it's sailing away from you. In fact, it takes you a long and painful amount of time to crawl slowly up the grappling line made by Malifane as it slowly starts to fade as the 10-minute time limit approaches.
Oh,
Yikes.
fuck me. How, I'm gonna call it to Malifane. It's fading.
I can launch at least 4 more of these things.
Yeah, but we're not holding on to those 4 other things.
How far away are we from reasonably getting to the ship?
You're about 3/4 of the way there.
Okay, there's not really anything that I can do to get us there. Shit. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to lay them on me.
No.
I don't know, if you get big, can you go quicker?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. If we, depending on how large the size is, we could probably latch onto that person's back and.
Well, fuck. All right. Basically, yes. Somebody gonna say something?
All
right,
I'm checking to see if there's anything I can do.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, hang on tight, and Malifane, maybe try and if you can fire another one of these off before the other one fades, that'd be great.
Got it.
Who's gonna hold on to Malifane while he does that?
Not me.
I could probably hold on one claw to the rope and the other to Malifane reason.
Okay, another athletic check to do that. Okay, yeah. You hold on, leaning off the rope and grabbing onto the back of Malifane's collar with one claw. It's not a comfortable position, rather, but it does leave Malifane's hands free to fire off another grappling arrow.
There we go.
Okay, switch ropes, everyone.
You switch ropes right as the first one crumbles into nothing, hanging on to the back of the ship.
Oh my god.
All right, the enlarge reduce thing might have had some merit to it, so I'm gonna try that, and using Cutlass of the Winter Queen that's Scam imbued, Corellian is going to cast enlarge, reduce on themselves, making themselves bigger, and then hopefully that will assist us all in making it to the fucking ship.
Mm-hmm.
Corellian, as you are now medium, your carrying capacity is stronger, and your speed in climbing up the rope is also bigger. So, Claw over claw, you clamber up the rope until finally you reach the deck of the ship, slamming your claw down for solid ground, hoisting yourself up.
First, I'm gonna help everyone else get up. I'm gonna... Well, I guess I'll...
Yeah. Pull up on the
does
arrow.
Does it seem like I'll have to anchor myself in some way quickly?
Now that you're on the ship, no.
Okay, alright. In that case, I will take the rope from this end and start, pull.
Mm-hmm. You pull up on the rope until eventually everyone gets onto the deck of the ship.
Good thinking there, guys.
Okay. That was not what I wanted to do, but that worked pretty decently.
It was efficient enough.
Yeah. Alright, where's the bridge? I gotta go have a word with the captain.
Well, I guess let's take a look around the fucking ship, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright. There is an open passageway leading down to the lower decks of the Githyanki skiff.
Let's go.
Can I get a marching order?
No.
Probably Corellian at the front.
Yeah.
Be behind him.
I'm... Alright, yeah.
I'll be in the middle then.
Okay.
I'll take... I don't know. I guess I'll take second to last.
Okay, then I guess Scam will be at the very far back.
Alright. You can go 2 by 2 if you want to.
Oh, then Scam will be up front with Corellian.
Okay.
Alright, so... Hand on cutlass, Corellian's gonna start making their way down.
Down?
Okay.
Walking
Down.
fast.
Clank.
We're not
Faces
homebound. We are not homebound.
Clank.
Clank, clank as you descend into the ship, and the metal creaks beneath your feet. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness that is within the depths of the ship, enough to see the splayed bodies of a few Githyanki on the floor in front of you.
Oh. Well, she made good work of this then.
Nice.
That's concerning.
Yeah, they're dead, right, Chief?
100% they're dead. They're bleeding out.
Oh, jeez.
How?
Also, below the lower Githyanki, because I don't think dynamic lighting is showing it effectively, there is a doorway with a solid iron door with a porthole in it, just firmly in it. Does not appear to have any visible knobs or means of opening it.
Maybe it opens from the inside.
See anything in there, Chief?
Is the porthole lookable through?
Since you're medium, you can look through the porthole. From what you can see, it goes straight through into another towards another door with a porthole. Harder to see through that one because at that point the windows become really foggy. And taking a quick look left to right through the porthole, this looks to be a small storage room that has been since raided.
There's not any... Okay.
How do you think... So there are no handles, no keyholes, it's just like a smooth door aside from the porthole?
Smooth door.
Smooth.
What are you supposed to do? Fucking think about opening it?
Possibly.
Momo thinks about opening it.
You think very hard about opening the door.
You're going to give yourself an aneurysm.
Oh my gosh.
You're there.
It doesn't work.
Well, let's, around the corner. It seems like there's a storeroom and another door that heads that way, so maybe better luck going around.
Yeah, let's just see what we find.
How recently dead are these Githyanki?
They do not look to be recently dead at all. They look to have been festering here, and smell to have been festering here for some time.
Great. Yeah, Curlin's gonna pick their way over the corpses and sort of look down the hall.
Do they have any weapons on them?
I was gonna ask the same thing, actually.
These Githyanki, They do. They have great swords on them.
I want to take
Great
one.
swords. I can wield all weapons, but I'm trying to remember what the properties of great sword are.
It is two-handed,
Oh.
2d6 plus strength, slashing damage.
Nope. Never mind.
I want to take one.
Momo, are you proficient with all martial weapons?
Let me check.
Momo, that thing's practically taller than you are, almost.
Agreed. I am proficient in all simple weapons.
You try to pick up the great sword. It is way too heavy, so you hoist it up, stumble back a bit, drop it right back on the ground.
Easy there. Easy there. Whoa. You okay?
Okay.
Alright.
That was
Meanwhile, that moment where you're proficient with all weapons, but your strength is a -1.
There's no finesse with a great sword.
No, there isn't. No finesse nor versatile, for that matter.
I have proficiency as well. That's fun.
Yay, fighters.
Yay, fighters.
Anyways, follow Corellian.
Follow Corellian.
All right.
Follow the yellow kobold. Follow the
Corellian, you peer down the hallway. Looks to have been a lot of signs of a struggle. Orange blood has dried up and is splattering some of the walls and floors. Also some of the ceilings in here. And you can see, peeking out from around the corner, another Githyanki corpse.
Oh.
Does it look like this corridor has been trapped in any way?
Make a perception check.
Nice.
This corridor does not appear to be trapped. You would wager that Githyanki would not try to booby trap their own ship, and Ravenala would not have had the resources to set up any booby traps. If there were any surprise attacks, it would be from hidden attackers rather than hidden traps.
Good point.
Yeah, that's right. Can't expect everyone to go around laying traps willy-nilly. We should be clear to move on. Just, keep that on your feet, I guess.
Come on, guys.
You peek through the hole in the dynamic lighting, Corellian.
I didn't see shit. It's fine.
Fine.
What are you talking about?
There's no hole there.
There's no hole there.
But this guy, he's super dead, right?
Oh yeah, 100% dead.
Big dead.
Nice hair.
Is there the other porthole that's like right around there?
Yeah, other porthole is like 2 squares to your left, Corellian.
Okay, I want to just sort of move there and see if I can get like a different angle into the storage. Fuck. I'm
You know
looking
what?
through
Fuck it! Fuck it! That one's a way better way to peer into the storage room now! Incredible. Thanks, dynamic lighting.
Thanks,
If
Dynamic.
it makes
Amazing.
you feel any better, I didn't see anything. 'Cause
Yeah, neither did I.
Well, you're not on that square.
Okay. Fun.
So I'll
Okay.
see if there's a better angle to look inside.
This angle is a little bit better. You can see, along with all sorts of rummage through crates and whatnot, there is a Githyanki in there, also bloodied.
Alive?
22 perception does not look to be as messed up as his buddies. Also with a 22 perception, you can hear some faint breathing off to your left, and look up, and hanging on the ceiling, there is a Githyanki looking down at you.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh.
Hey, bud, how you doing?
The Githyanki slowly moves one finger up to its lips.
Carlin does the same thing, just sort of nod, then sort of like does a little like shrug. Like where?
The Githyanki looks to your left, Corellian, so right in there, through another portholed door.
I'm going to take a quick peek, I suppose.
Okay. It's harder to get a look in there even with nat 20 perception, so that's where the benefits of it will stop, unfortunately. But this looks to be... Let me double check what this room is really quick. This is a room with a lot of strange devices. You're not entirely sure the make and model of them, but they're similar to the Anunnaki devices you saw as you went through Jagatha's lair, but different in design, so that they're like, you couldn't see them and be like, ah, yes, Anunnaki made these.
So Carlin's going to, still not talking, look up at the Gith and sort of, Carlin points to themselves, then the rest, and sort of points like around the other corners, and we're gonna go that way.
The Gith nods.
Alright, Carlian flashes I guess an okay sign, why not, and pads their way down. And continues down the hall. Fuck.
What the hell happened?
What the fuck?
What?
I moved back. I didn't see shit. Shh, it's fine.
Dynamic lighting, what the fuck?
Dynamic lighting has
What
chosen
happened?
me to reveal its secrets to, I suppose.
Everything got revealed, I guess.
Oh no!
Alright,
I didn't.
I'm gonna,
I don't see shit.
I'm
so
gonna
it's fine,
cover
it's
the
fine. I
screen with
didn't
my
see
hand.
I didn't see anything.
Hey,
Mhm.
Alex,
I
remember
legitimately
that
didn't see anything.
remembers that there's that useful tool in the settings called update, or sorry, that you can restrict movement so people can't pass through walls.
Yeah, but here's the thing, the walls of this map are technically leaking into the other tiles where you can walk.
Oh. Yeah.
That's fun.
God damn it.
Mhm.
Boo.
Boo.
Well, I guess aside from moving down manually, Carlin's gonna make their way down and sort of like, if there are any more doors with portholes, sort of stop and peek through them, and if not, make their way to the first like junction and look around.
Cool.
Let's do that.
There are a couple of doors with portholes. There is one here that appears to lead into a bay that faces out into the Astral Sea completely open. There is one here with a wounded Githyanki tending to a bunch of supplies in here, and also trying to tend to his own wounds. And then at the very bottom, there is a large set of blast doors for all intents and purposes. Don't have portholes in them.
Is this information relayed?
As we're moving down, Carlian like very quietly sort of passes.
Malifane is very inclined to move towards the injured one.
You move toward the injured Githyanki. There is a door right in your way.
Wait, in our way? Oh hey, lighting is fixed.
Temporarily.
Okay. Yeah, the injured Githyanki was behind this door, and the door's closed. Just peek through a porthole.
How quiet is it?
Exceptionally.
Oh no.
I'm going to. Oh, yep, there it is. There, it's broken again. Yeah, I'm going to roll stealth on this one just so I can be careful about my positioning, if I may.
You may not.
Yeah, I did turn it off, turn it back on again with the lights. So, okay. You get the feeling you are exceptionally stealthy, Malifane.
Cool. He is going to move. Malifane is going to move towards the door where the injured Githyanki is. It's right here, right?
Yes.
How bad does it look?
It looks reasonably bloodied. It's got access to medical supplies, though, so...
In that case, it probably isn't that big a concern then. I'm still gonna hold on to that stealth though. So,
Anyone else wanted to do things or want to continue forward looking through portholes, I guess?
I'm just, wanting to keep looking through things.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess we'll move forward and keep looking through whichever doors have holes to look through. Yeah.
Below you are the blast doors, which do not.
Okay.
How much you want to bet she's in there?
Above you, there is a porthole, leads into that same room with the strange devices in it.
Alright. Queen. Her computer's messing up.
Yep.
So does it look particularly more bloody around the blast door?
Blast door looks relatively cleaner than the other areas of the ship.
Really? Any thoughts?
Crowley just sort of, shrugs. Well, whatever happened, it's still in progress. So, I think it's safe to assume that Ravanalla's been a fugitive on this ship, maybe for a while now, because the fellows up there were definitely long dead compared to the other folk we've seen, so she's holed up here somewhere. It's just a matter of finding her.
Where?
Does anyone have pen and paper?
Mal has calligraphy supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And he has his journal, so...
Yeah, just gonna... If you don't mind, Krellin would want to... Maybe the gift up there knows common is gonna scrawl out a question of where's the intruder, and sort of hold it up in an effort to do some more significant communicating. So yeah, gonna do that.
Okay.
And yeah, basically just approach him slowly, not say anything, but hold up the paper with
the Githyanki squints at the message, reads it back and forth a couple times. He tries to stay silent, but you can catch a glimpse of his eyes darting off to the side towards the area with the consoles and whatnot.
Krellian nods and gives another thumbs up and heads back down to relay this. She's definitely in there.
What are we supposed to do then? We can't exactly just barge in there.
No, I don't know how to open these doors, but there are portholes. I didn't see her when I looked in, but it was full of devices, machines. Maybe that's what makes the ship go? I don't. Ships I sailed on were obviously nowhere near this complex, but yeah. I don't really know what the best way to approach this would be. Does anyone have any ideas?
I think we should kick down the door and start firing.
That sounds like a
You're gonna break your fucking foot on that door.
Yeah, I know, okay.
And then you're gonna scream, and then you're going to alert everyone, and then it'll just be a lot.
I mean, by everyone, you mean Ravanalla?
Yeah, basically.
The black water, remind me again, because I can't remember. Does that have, acidic properties to it, or...?
Yeah, it's acid. No, it's not black water. No, the Shadowfell slime is caustic that I have.
What if we used one of those vials you have, Scamiel?
On the door?
If we don't have any other way to safely open it without attracting attention.
Actually, Momo, How many more times would you say you could send a message to?
Send it one more time.
All right. Let me think about this.
I'd be willing to do it.
Because if she is in there, we could maybe at least get her to open the door so we could get in and do some negotiating and plan with her. And maybe, get shit done. Okay. Give me a moment to think out loud for a bit. Ravanala, we are on the skiff. It's fine. We think we made it to where you are at the southern doors. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
As good as it can get.
Okay. I repeat everything Corellian said, and I cast Sending to Ravanala.
Alright. You don't get a response.
Oh no. She hasn't responded.
Oh my god.
Well, there must be a way to open these up, so we could ask our Gith friend or Gith acquaintance, Gith ally by necessity, to open them up and go in, and I'm sure he won't give a shit if we die, so...
He seems hesitant, though. Even the opening of the door might put his life at stake.
I have the spell Freedom of Movement.
Remind us what that does, please?
You touch a living creature for the duration of your target's movement. For the duration, the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or a creature that it is grappled. Finally, being underwater imposes no penalties on the target's movement or attacks.
It's a very useful spell. Unfortunately, I don't think it will get us through closed iron doors.
Points to door.
Do you by chance know thaumaturgy?
I do have thaumaturgy.
Could you try that perchance?
I suppose it's a cantrip. I cast thaumaturgy on the door.
Alright. So technically it is unlocked, so thaumaturgy would work. With, as you let out a booming word of power, the door slides upward. And I shall get rid of that on the dynamic lighting layer.
Oh, fuck me, that was loud.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Corellian will take the first step in. Anything or anybody in here?
Make a perception check. Corellian, everything seems fine. Malifane.
Oh,
I think we're clear.
You look up.
No.
And see Ravanala clinging to the ceiling right before she draws her scimitars and descends towards Scam Likely. And
Get
that's
down.
where we're going to end our session.
no!
When we return next week, it will be the start of Camp Streamix.
Whoa, what a fucking start.
Mm-hmm. We're going to start with some horrible death. So, Fallen Empires.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. But we will see you all then. This Thursday, we have The Cursed Throne. Please watch Cursed Throne. And this Friday, we have Ori in the House 2, The Criminal Projective.
Fuck you.
We will see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.